Hello, hello. Welcome to Sleuth. I'm Brenda. I read crime fiction widely and give you my feminist perspective on what I've read. Lately, I've been really into checking out some older crime fiction titles, and I knew that A. Milne, the author of Winnie the Pooh, had written a murder mystery before writing Winnie the Pooh. It's called The Red House Mystery. It's from 1922, and I listened to it on audio. I would say that The Red House Mystery is pretty typical of crime fiction of that era, the golden age of crime fiction, it's often called. There's a big country house, there's a murder, and there's a limited number of people who could have committed that murder. There's also a disappearance in this one. In this case, we have an amateur sleuth who is a friend of one of the house guests, and the two of them together sort of go about a sleuthin'. All of the main characters are men, and of course, this is 1922, a wealthy house. There's no diversity. What I will say though is that the portrayal of the secondary characters, so the women and also the servants of the house, is done in a respectful manner. And in fact, some of the guests in the house will say things about the servants like, oh, well, you can't trust their testimony, they're stupid, but it's their testimony is treated with respect by the police and also by the amateur sleuths who are at the center of the story. This book is very light. What I will say though is that it is slow. There is a lot of just conversation between the two friends. Well, what about this? I wonder about this. You have to be in that mood to just settle in for the slow denouement of this mystery. I listened to it on audio, and at first I thought, no, I can't do this. It's very like, oh, by Jove, old chap, blah, blah, it's, it's like, it almost feels like a caricature, but it's not. So if that type of thing bothers you, maybe read it in paper, but I mean, you're still gonna get the words, but you're not gonna get the, the acting that goes along with it. I enjoyed The Red House Mystery. I found that the clues were there so that I, got a pretty good idea by the end of it of what had happened. What I will say though is that the author does withhold some information so that the reader is not really able to fully solve the mystery. And I think that goes against the rules of the Detection Club. But anyways, if you're curious to see what the author of Winnie the Pooh wrote before Winnie the Pooh, check it out. I'm giving it 3 stars. Please let me know if you've read The Red House Mystery and what you thought of it, and if you're into that golden age era of mystery. I hope you like this video. Please share it and subscribe to my channel. Merci, au revoir.